Are you tired and frustrated of chasing people in relationships? And if the answer is yes, what if I told you I can tell you some of the deadliest subconscious hacks that you can use to make them chase you back and become a magnet for any relationship? My name is Ax and I'm an instant healing hypnotherapist. And in today's video, you're going to learn some of the deadliest subconscious hacks that will make you a magnet for anyone in any kind of situation. Now let's start with understanding the concept of demand and supply. And this is a concept that you might have learned in business and economics. And we need to understand that the concept of demand and supply is highly based upon our subconscious process. Now, if you try to understand demand and supply, what you can understand is if a product is to be high in demand, the supply needs to be lower. But if the supply of a product is higher, then the demand will go lower. So what you are currently facing is a byproduct of being high in supply. You are excessively in supply is the reason that the person that you are chasing is running from you. So if we can understand the concept of demand and supply, we will be able to understand how we can navigate in any kind of relationship and be high in demand. For a product to be high in demand, two things need to happen. Number one is that you lower your supply down. That means you lower the interaction and not be excessively available for someone. So if the supply is lower, the demand will go high. But for the demand to go high, there are few things we need to consider. We need to consider the quality of the product. And in this case, we're talking about the quality of who you are. Because it doesn't matter if you minimize the supply. However, the quality of your product is lower, so no one would still desire it because there is no value proposition for the people. This is the reason we need to focus on two aspects. If we can focus on these two aspects, we will be able to attract anyone into our life. Now, the first thing is let's address the concept of supply. Now, if we are addressing the concept of supply, I am talking to you about your interaction or the frequency of your interaction. Now, if you are excessively available for someone at a subconscious level, your value will drop because they have a lot of access to you. And anything that is high in supply will become subliminal. Subliminal means that anything that is beyond the conscious threshold. And by that, I mean they will not be consciously able to experience the value that you bring to the table, no matter if you are a really high value person. However, if the supply is a lot, you are interacting with the other person a lot, or if you're giving them excessive time, they would become so used to the value that you provide to them that it wouldn't surprise them or it wouldn't even excite them. Now, this is the reason no contact often helps people attract their ex back, because within no contact, the supply is lower. You are not interacting with that particular person. And if you are a high value person, they would come back to you because their subconscious mind will perceive you as a high value product. However, if you are in a relationship and you are struggling with your partner, this is something I want you to really understand. You need to minimize your interaction. Do not be excessively available for your partner. And by that, I do not mean to become toxic and to torture them, but you need to understand that you need to give them space to explore their life or have other interactions in their life. Because if you are excessively available for them, they wouldn't be excited with your presence. That means to limit your interactions. Anytime you are with them, give them a great experience for interacting with you. However, when you are not with them, do not try to be excessively available for them, texting them, calling them. Try to limit your interaction when you are not with them. Now, this will create a very high value proposition in their subconscious mind with regards to you, and that is precisely what we want. Let's focus on the other aspect. Now, let's suppose you have limited the supply of your interactions. However, you are still not in demand and the person is not chasing you. That is only because this method will only work for you if the quality of your subconscious mind is higher. Now we need to focus on the sort of experience you bring to the table. Now, the sort of experience you bring to the table is a byproduct of your conditioning between the ages of 1 to 9 with regards to your interactions with your father and your mother. And your interaction with your father and your mother shapes your subconscious mind with regards to what you bring to the table in any kind of relationships. Now, if you have been watching my video, you will understand this. In case if you have a father wound, Now, with regard to the father wound, your self-worth, self-esteem, self-respect, and sense of identity is damaged or it is in deficit. So what you bring to the table is the value proposition that you are not good enough. And if you are bringing the value proposition of you're not good enough, any interaction you will have with this particular person, your subconscious mind will be programming their subconscious mind to see you as an inferior product. No one wants an inferior product. Everyone wants something that is great in value. So limiting the supply of your interaction will only work in your favor if what you bring to the table within a particular relationship is balanced. And by that I mean that you have healed your father wound and the mother wound, because in some shape or form, if you have any kind of trauma with regards to your father or your mother between the ages of 1 to 9, you wouldn't even be able to practice this method or get a lot out of this method, because you're not perceived by that particular person as high in value. So if limiting the supply is not working for you, the one thing I will highly recommend to you guys is to work on your subconscious blockages and your subconscious conditioning or your traumas between the ages of 1 to 9, so that your subconscious mind becomes really balanced. And once you bring this balanced personality into any interaction, people will subconsciously desire you. And I have experienced this a lot of the time. Now, what I usually do is I do not run after people trying to interact with them. Whenever they interact with me, I make sure that I give them the best experience or treatment that I can offer them. However, I do not do that excessively. That means that once they are not interacting with me, I will not be chasing after them. And that plays a very big subconscious influence on their mind. And usually a lot of the people will just come after me and be like, I want to spend more time with you. That is only possible because they perceive me as a high value person, and secondly, I am not excessively available for them. So if you are someone who is chasing your partner or anyone into a relationship, remember one thing: what you are doing at a subconscious level inside their subconscious mind is you are programming them with the equation that they are the ones who are running and you are the one who is chasing. The moment you stop chasing them, the equation ends. But to make this equation run in your favor, you need to create the subconscious influence on them that they should be chasing you. And the only way that is possible is if you limit the interaction, or if you limit the supply. The moment you limit the supply and increase the quality of who you are, they will be coming after you. They will chase you down. A lot of my exes will just come back to me. And this is the reason that it works, because I keep transforming myself. I keep upgrading my subconscious mind by healing myself and improving the quality of experience that comes with all my interactions. So I want you all to understand the dynamics of this approach. And once you understand the dynamic of this approach and you analyze that you might have some kind of subconscious wound with regards to your father or your mother, you need to start healing that. The moment you heal that, at a vibrational level, you will be able to attract a lot of the people. That is subconscious resonance, because you attract what you feel inside. And if you are feeling that self-confidence and self-love, that is what you're going to attract into your reality. That is law of attraction. That is law of vibration. That is law of assumption. That is law of resonance. And that is law of familiarity. So all these laws state the same thing. Heal your subconscious mind. Start feeling what you want to feel in your relationship, and only then can you attract what you truly desire. So I hope this video helps you guys out to understand how the subconscious influence works. And if you would like to enroll into my 15 days instant healing program to heal your father wound or mother wound and learn the art of conversational hypnosis so that you can become a magnet in any kind of relationship, then you can sign up for a free mini therapy session with me. In that session, I'm going to observe your subconscious mind, and if I feel I can promise you the results, only then will I enroll you into my program. However, if I feel I'm not a good fit for you, I will refuse to enroll you into my program. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and leave a lovely comment, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Up until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay happy. Bye-bye.